Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, Purple Elephant Deb H. Thank you for being here.
Hello, Tarot Stash. Thank you for inviting me.
I'm glad to be here, and it's been a while. It's almost been a month since we've done an update.
I know. I just haven't had anything interesting happening. So.
Oh, well, now we would disagree with you. You're always interesting.
Well, maybe nothing new to report.
Okay. Well, and so we'll do some reading. We'll do some chat, and we'll try to keep this to an hour. I realized that my fan was not present, so I felt naked. So
thank you, Hypnicity. Nalani said that my Serenity prayer message got her through some hard days recently. I'm happy. That's why I did it. I thought it was an important message that needed to be gotten out.
Yes. And who knows, there may be a live in the future about the Serenity prayer. Maybe, no guarantees.
Plenty of material there for us to look at.
Yes. So everybody should just like and subscribe because it's free, and then they would not miss that when it shows up. So we've got some great people here. Jenny Berlin. Hi, Jenny. Thank you for being here. And yes, I hope we're staying cool as well. So Kaylee Fogo Pogo is here. Hi, Kaylee. Deanne DFL Rocks is here. Good to see you. And Jen Joyful Journey is here. Hello. And so we have, great reminders. Oh, look.
Saint D is here.
Saint D is here. So, and how do you pronounce her first name?
Devaria.
Devaria. I mean, I just like calling her Saint D.
So I think she approves of that nickname.
Devaria. Yeah. And Midnight Apothecary and Bakery is here and loves the pink. So, and Rush is here. Good to see you, Rush. Thanks for showing up. And Julie Moon, hello. And Jen,
thank
Joyful
you.
Journey is a new subscriber, and
thank you.
Yeah. Deb's below in the description, Deb's channel link is there, as well as your Amazon wish lists.
Okay.
So if
okay, and if you see something extravagantly expensive, please don't think I'm trying to get that. I just put that on there for myself.
Well, yes, and we've had people who have said, "Oh, Deb, we want to help. And if you can help, that's great. If you can't help that way, that's great.
Please do not send me a $1,000 scooter, please, because that.
Well, I mean, you'd be open to it if.
Well, I might be open to it if it's purple. No, the one I have on my wish list is purple.
There you go. So, anyhow, so we're here to get an update from Deb. So, what's been going on?
Well, I have been going to my appointments faithfully and regularly. I sometimes the chemotherapy makes me feel a little sick. Sometimes it doesn't. So I rest when I need to. I take plenty of precautions to try to prevent as much of the negative side effects as I can.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have me scheduled for tons of tests. So it's time for tests again to see how we're doing. My oncologist feels like I'm making progress and that I'm doing well.
Ooh, it says when I go to Deb's medical and wellness wish list, it says page not found.
I will go in and see if I can figure that out, because that's actually probably the wish list that I need the most things on.
Well, yeah, it's saying not found. Why is that?
I
Okay.
don't know.
I will work on that.
Miss Taro D has entered the building.
Hello, Ms. Taro D. Because I just copied this from the last time we did it, and so
I don't. If you go on my my page where it has the description of, I think it says more about me or something like that, and click more, you'll be able to find my wish list there. I will go and check and see.
I think I just fixed it, but we'll see. We'll see. So
Vanessa Kismet Smitten is here.
hello, and yeah, there. I think I've put it in.
Laura Nobes.
There's so many people here. This is great.
Tracy Rivers. Some names that I'm not familiar with. So thank you for coming by and spending time with us.
Yes. Oh, you know what I did
What
is
did you
when I copied all of the information,
it probably didn't copy the last
it didn't copy the
few.
all of the stuff. So Linda Bishop is your Texas neighbor here. So, and Ms. Taro D is you said that, and always have a head wrap, always.
Yes.
So, and Jenny Berlin is prayers for you, Deb. Keep up the great attitude.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And Jenny works in the field. So thank you. So if I've missed anybody, my apologies. Okay, so you've been having lots of tests.
Or I'm about to have lots of tests.
Okay. So can you tell us
what they are? And
well, yeah, and if with whatever you're comfortable with.
The tests I'm scheduled for starting next week. I'm scheduled for a full skeletal bone scan, a thoracic CT scan, an echocardiogram. I'm going to have a full pulmonary study on Monday, I think.
Oh, okay.
I'm finally getting a primary care doctor.
Nice.
So I put in for one in January, and I'm finally getting one on the 16th, I think, is that appointment.
Okay.
So so those are the big tests that I have coming up. I, of course, every week I have my blood is drawn, and you know, whenever I go in for my infusions, they do all of the, I get a full workup. And
are they doing the blood draws? Can they do a blood draw through the port?
They do.
Okay.
In fact, unless they don't have time and they're overbooked and they have to send me to the regular lab, they always do it through the port, and then they leave all of the plumbing there so that all they have to do when I get to the infusion part is just plug me in. So
okay.
So that's much easier. It's much easier. That will surprise them if I do that, Miss Tara D.
What will surprise them? I missed it. Sorry.
I do not speak with Linda G. I don't personally know Linda G. She doesn't know me. I have not had during the time when she was talking about, you know, meeting new people and putting people on and all of that, I didn't have the energy to. She's a very high energy person.
Oh yeah. I
have read her book. I have heard all of her stories that she's told about when she had cancer and how she came to understanding her gift more fully.
Oh, there it is. Deb should bring a urine sample from a pregnant woman That will really surprise them. Yeah, it would.
Yes, it would. They hardly ever ask for a urine sample unless they think I have an infection someplace. So
Yeah. Tracy asked, Deb, are you burning incense
yes,
or
I
are
am burning
spirits
incense.
around you? Yes.
That is smoke from incense.
Yes. Thank you. I think we look cute and adorable too.
Thank you.
Do you want to show them what
My
incense burner? Can you do that?
my compression thing, is that what?
Oh, well, you can definitely.
Oh, what did you say? I wasn't paying attention.
Well, finish showing them the
Okay.
compression.
So yesterday I went and St. D helped me with this. She took me to the place to do it. They sent me for a compression sleeve. So now I
Uh-huh.
have a full compression sleeve on my left arm where I have some swelling because that's the side the cancer is on.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And
and
I like how you have a pearl bracelet on.
so that actually is, what do you call it? Uh, Pink. Yeah, that. It's pink. It is anyway.
It's pink. You like it. It feels right.
It's yeah, it's a crystal. I can't remember. You guys, my words are gone. Half of the time I can't remember anything.
Mm. Yeah. Hi,
it,
Cheryl.
it is a personal path. So
Yeah.
what were you asking me, Gerald?
Well, I was asking you, would you show people the incense burner that you have?
Oh, yes, I would. It's a dragon. It's a purple dragon. And the color is off on my camera, so it's not quite. It looks more blue than purple.
That's great.
And someone very close to me made the purple elephant back here.
Who the hell would have done that?
I think it might have been someone called Tarot Stash.
Watch him in the chat, people.
The painting underneath it, that's Thayer.
Very nice.
Did that one for me.
Very nice.
I'm going to have a tapestry next to those.
Uh-huh.
Maybe next week, whenever it's delivered.
Okay, people are asking, is it rose quartz?
That's it. That's the one. That's the one. Okay.
Yep. Several people had talked about that. Yeah. And Ms. Tarot D said it's called chemo brain.
It is. And I have it for sure.
Actually, it's called chemo Brian.
Is that the Brian on Family Guy?
Wow. Yeah. The purple is good. And Marion says it's beautiful and
it looks purple.
Yeah.
I can't tell. On my end, it looks a little bluish, but
it looks purple here. And look, Medium Betsy Palmer is here. Hi, Medium Betsy Palmer. Betsy is with me on Tuesday.
I don't mind if you finish my sentences. No, I'm sorry. Betsy is with you on Tuesday.
Betsy is with me on Tuesday. We're talking with Betsy, Hershey, and Hexa. We're continuing conversation. I'm looking forward to that. So
it's a fascinating conversation too.
Yes. Yeah. So, and who needs a brain when you have a bright spirit?
Oh,
there you go. There you go. There you go.
And I got my eyes checked yesterday, and I found out I do not have macular degeneration. The doctor doesn't think I have that. She thinks I have dry eye, and that's my sight and pain problems with my eyes. And so I'm taking care of that, and I have ordered new glasses.
Excellent. Are they purple, by the way?
Actually, they are. I ordered 2 pairs. Very nice. One for distance and one for readers, because my brain doesn't do bifocals.
Oh, okay.
And so they are both varying shades of purple. The readers are quite purple.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
The distance frames are a little more on the pink side. They lean toward pink.
Cool. And Midnight Apothecary and Bakery said meds
Yeah.
are super duper dehydrating.
That's something the doctor mentioned, and I am taking a lot of medication. So,
Yeah.
and it takes me like 15 or 20 minutes to get all my, because I only handle my medication once a day. So I do it in the morning. I put all my medication out into a, can't reach it, into a container so that I can look at the container and know, did I take my medication or not?
That's really very smart.
I wouldn't be able to remember it otherwise, whether or not I took my medication.
Yeah. Flora suggests Deb using 2 amethyst bracelets together with howlite bracelet helps with healing.
I will try that because I have, I only have 1 amethyst bracelet, but I do, and I have some howlite. But I can get another amethyst bracelet quite easily.
And on your right arm.
On my right arm, okay.
Yes.
Because my right arm is the one that I can, yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, Hershey, the shadow reader, is here. Hello, Hershey. It's so good to see you. So good to see you. I've been fortunate to spend some time with Hershey, and it's been lovely. So yeah, thanks for that that info, Flora. Yes. That's very helpful. So okay, so when are you getting your glasses?
I think one pair is coming the 12th and one the 13th. I don't know which is which one's coming first.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't, because I'll probably pick them both up at the same time.
I would say so, because oh, and Flora said it has to be an odd number, 3 or 5 or 7 or 9,
right,
or 11.
I always do
13. Numbers. I want to see you with 13 of them, you know.
I'll order some more.
Oh.
I think I have 12.
There you go. Well, you need I'm
always
one
more. Actually, I do have some. I have a jade bracelet coming, so that can be. It's a solid bracelet.
Yeah. Well, and something that I've talked with Deb about is, and you know, oh, by the way, everything that we're talking about is for entertainment purposes only. Do not make decisions based upon what we say. Seek professional assistance.
Absolutely.
Really.
Absolutely. And I want to ask Ms. Tarot D, why, or 3.14, why are you flashing pi at me?
What?
She's Ms. Tarot D said, or 3.14. That's pi.
Oh, pie.
I know.
Pie.
Makes me think of pie.
There you go. And oh, and there's pies of many kinds.
Yes, there are.
There's pizza pie.
Because everyone loves pie.
Yes. Oh, melody stones are very healing.
Yes. I don't believe I have any.
Okay. So something that I've suggested to Deb is that that she pay attention to the moon phase during her chemo and what's coming up, because that way she can add a little bit of magic to what's going on.
Yes.
So, and we all do, Saint D. So
thank you.
Yeah. And
she really is a saint. She helps me out in so many ways.
Yes. And you know, maybe Saint D would come on a show about the Serenity Prayer if we did something, because I don't want to overwhelm Saint D, but I will totally over there. So DNDFL Rock said Pi works in Scrabble.
Cool.
Oh, have lots of selenite around you. It always is good.
I don't have a lot, but I have some.
Yeah. And what's that smoke or light that's just flashed before? She's got an incense burner going. So she's got, what kind of incense are you burning?
Amber today.
Nice.
Because that's my favorite. So I thought I would do that. I burn different incense for different reasons, but I thought today I should do the one that I like best.
Well, duh. It's always about Deb. Hello. And so yeah, I was suggesting to Deb that she pay attention to the idea of
Yes,
what moon phase, because it can
and that's
help
an
and
excellent
support
idea.
with the magic. So, and Hershey said they usually come as a pair. I still have your amethyst locked in a jar of protection. Calm, heal, and stillness.
Thank you.
And
It's amazing.
restructures and regenerates cells, reduces tumors, and is good for treating cancer.
Excellent, excellent.
Yep. So maybe it's that special herb that people with cancer get. Wink, wink.
That would be nice. I would like to get some of that, but I do live in Texas.
I'm sorry.
I know. I am too. Although I understand that it's possible to get something, I just haven't looked into it.
Yeah. So, so again, I'm curious if, so how is your appetite? A lot of times that can be impacted.
Most of the time it's okay. Sometimes while I'm eating, I will start to feel queasy. I usually, if I'm going to feel unwell, it's going to be 3 or 4 days after I have treatment. So it won't be right away. It'll be later.
Delphi Ross said, Deb, wish you get better and you helping others by talking about it.
Thank you.
Yep. And Hershey is now in Texas.
I know. You're in Houston, aren't you?
So, and Hypnicity is grateful to be in Washington State. Everything is available in Canada.
Yes, it is.
So, yeah. Flora said, CBD oil is known to reduce tumors. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I can get CBD oil. I might even be able to get other things if I know where to go. I might be able to get a medical card, but Texas is different. The governor of this state does not, he's been resistant.
On everything.
Yes, on everything that would be helpful for anybody.
Yeah. So, okay. So you had mentioned, the last time that you had recently gotten written confirmation of the stage that you were in, and that was going to help connect you to the proper support group.
Right. And so I have found my support group, the Living with Advanced Cancer group. And I forgot completely last week that I was supposed to go to that meeting. All I had to do was walk into this room and go to the meeting. I forgot.
Well, here's something to remind you is there's this thing called a phone, and there's usually a calendar app. You can set alarms. I'm trying to be helpful.
My partner told me the same thing 2 days ago.
Well, and let's be truthful. Even tiny hands can do that.
Even tiny hands. So. Make sure Jamie's not here.
No, Jamie makes it. Well, I've sort of worn her down with that. And Medium Betsy Palmer said, Spirit Guide Wellness has lovely herbs. They're in Seattle, but shipped everywhere. I'm writing that down.
Okay. Since you're writing it down, I won't.
Yes, that's you. Thank you for letting people.
Yeah, know. It is much harder in Texas than in other states. It is. Flowing, who is a whack job?
Am I a whack job?
Who's a whack job?
I can be a whack job. But did I say thank you to Betsy for putting it in? So thank you, Betsy. If I
Thank
did
you, Betsy.
so.
Flowing says she needs a calendar alarm for everything.
Thank you, Flora. That's beautiful. Well, and here's the thing. I use my calendar for everything. And here, okay, so when Deb and I first talked, you talked about this healing grid
Yes.
and the fact that everyone, oh, your governor.
Yes, you were
Your
right.
governor.
He is. He is. Yes.
Moods, Gerald,
Yeah.
Moods.
I don't have Siri, but I do have Google Assistant.
Yeah. And use Siri to remind you. And Delphi
That's what I
Ross,
needed gummies. That's what I needed.
did a good job for my husband and sister. And again, entertainment purposes only. So, and Ms. Tara D said also some groups have someone call you and remind you of the group time because so many of us forget. That's
I may ask if they can do that because
I think that's wonderful because it's one of those things that when things are going on in our life, I believe it's so important to recognize when we need help.
Yes.
And to have the bravery and the courage to ask for help. And someone ask people. You'll be surprised at the number of people who are looking for opportunities to help and to be of assistance. So, and
they have resources. I just have not had time to find out exactly what the resources are and how to go about applying for those. One thing that I am, since I am looking at getting one of those little scooter things to get around on, I am looking at different transportation because right now the hospital calls Uber for me. And Uber is not going to want to deal with that. They're fine with a walker, sort of, most of the time.
Oh, right.
But, getting a 110-pound apparatus that they have to take apart and then put back together, that's not going to go well. So I'm looking at other transportation.
I would also say check with your support group. They may have some connections. And would you like me to write that down as a note?
Would you? You're really not my personal secretary.
I'm not, because I would be an assistant. I wouldn't be a secretary.
There you go. You would be an assistant.
And you would have to do all of the things.
I would have to do all of the things because you would not let me alone until I did them.
Yeah. Okay. And I did see that.
Thank you, Flora. Smoky quartz grounding stone reduces stress, pain, relieves pain.
Yeah. Tom, Early Ritual is here. Good morning, Tom. Thanks for showing up. And Rush is like when it's so very difficult to think logically when in pain.
It is. It is very difficult. And, they always ask me whenever I go in, the nurse always says, "Are you in pain?" And I say, "Do you mean, am I in new pain?" And then I have to go through the whole thing about why I'm in pain all the time.
But that's okay because the
okay.
nurses need that.
They do need that. And sometimes they're very busy and they
Stop that.
Okay.
Stop it. You're completely worth it. Yes, they're very busy, and when they are with you, they're giving you their full attention.
Okay.
I
accept that.
Yes. And and I would say I would encourage you to appreciate that they're spending the time with you and you're not feeling rushed. So all right, getting caught up after I've lectured, after I've personal assistanted Deb, your social worker will put you in the right direction, and rescue remedy projects. Check with American Cancer Society, bigger chapters of
Yeah.
transportation. Yes. And
The problem is right now with the American Cancer Society is they have lost a lot of their funding.
yes.
So
Yes.
they don't have as much available as they did, but they still do know where the resources are.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. And so, yeah, hospital case managers always help. Check with the Catholic charities. Thank you. I try to be appropriately annoying.
He is a very good friend.
And sometimes I'm actually have some helpful ideas.
All the time.
Okay, and we have findhelp.org. I've written that down. So, okay, yeah, it's their job and their duty, my love, and they get it. And yes, there's a lot of things going on. You could also write it down. That's a good idea.
Yes. And Flowing says that that's what they're there for.
Yep. Yep. So, does Texas have in-home support services?
It's very difficult to find them. They do have them, but they're through Medicaid. You almost have to be on Medicaid to be able to access that. Texas is really good at hiding resources. So they don't really want to give you the resources. They don't really want you to take advantage of what you need because they're pretending that there are no social issues in Texas.
Well, have they ever met you and the magical powers that you hold? Because
Not
good
recently.
luck with that. Good luck with that. Yeah, Catholic charities know every resource because a lot of the Catholic charity people understand that this is how to be of service. So Cheryl uses their Google Calendar for everything. Flora also said malachite stimulates your immune system, and it's an essential tool to treat and repair cellular and DNA structure. This beautiful stone is great for calming your mind and relieving anxiety.
You have some malachite. And some of the treatment I'm getting is the monoclonal antibodies, which is gene editing. It's the CRISPR technology. So that would help with that, I think. That seems like that would go hand in hand with some of the therapy I'm getting.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, of course. Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So, and Delphi Ross says we got so much help from the VA. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So I want to go back to the idea of the grid because that was something that you talked about over several times. This grid is people doing what they are comfortable with doing and adding to this grid of energy and power.
Yes.
And you doing exactly what you do, praying, singing, dancing, writing, drumming, meditation, you doing that and you adding it to this grid of energy that is available to everyone.
Whatever your spiritual connection is. And even if you feel like you're not a spiritual person, if you have good intentions, good thoughts towards others, you can connect into this energetic grid. It takes only what you are comfortable doing connects us all together. It's the apparatus by which we are all connected together.
Yes. And you could do it for 30 seconds. You can do it for hours. It doesn't matter. You do what is comfortable for you. And so it's one of those things. I bring that up because, Deb, I know you got this message whilst you were in the hospital.
I did. Well, I have been working with and on the grid for my entire life, but the message that I got, that was the message that it does not matter what our method is. as long as we believe it.
Yep. That's
If-
right.
As long as we believe it and it works for us, then we can use that to connect to the grid and send out energy, healing energy, loving energy, divine energy. We all have a spark of the divine.
Yep.
We all are connected in that way. So the grid is the way that we do that.
Yes.
And I first learned about it listening to Dolores Cannon, and she just kind of offhandedly mentioned it. She didn't go into any detail, but I had a recognition when I heard her say it that that's what I've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
So if you hear anything about this grid and you have a spark of recognition, you may be working on it too and just not know it.
Yes.
There are also those that work here on the planet and in service of the grid. And those are the people that connect people together.
Yes.
So that it's on every level. It's every level from here on the planet to the atmosphere to the cosmos.
Yeah. And I think it's really important that the grid is the grid and its energy and it's whatever form it takes, because it's accessible to so many different people. And there are individuals like you who are in need and in healing. There are also people who are supporting those people who are healing. And
Yes.
so I think it's one of those things that I encourage people to don't limit yourself.
No.
And
Don't limit yourself, and always allow room for not only just sending out energy, but for receiving energy, because the energy comes back to you. Everything you send out comes back
yes.
in an amplified way. So you get back every bit of energy that you give out.
Yep. Exactly when you need it the most.
Yes.
So,
and if you send energy to a specific target, you're sending healing energy to your niece. Well, she will get that, but anything that's left over will go to someone else in need.
yes. Yeah. There's a whole lot of options available.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jane the Seeker is here. Didn't get the notification and she got the nudge to check.
Yes.
So thank you.
I'm glad you checked too.
And I want to point this out. Medium Betsy Palmer said Deb is demonstrating the masterclass in grace for us again.
I appreciate that.
So yes. And I know it feels awkward and I shouldn't be leaving that up there longer because it's making you uncomfortable, but I'm putting that up there so that you can read it at least a couple of times, because that's the kind of guy I am. And Jenny Berlin said, I suggest we do a prayer group and ask for the most benevolent prayer for Deb. Well, sure. Are you open to that, Deb? People adding you to their prayer groups?
I am open to receiving healing.
Yes. And Flora said Nancy Jean's Garden makes amazing personalized crystal grids.
She does, and I had forgotten that she does that. So.
Yeah.
And she's not very far from where I live. So.
Oh, that's nice. So, yeah. Send it out. Feels good. It's funny how we do things intuitively and find out that later it's a thing.
Yes.
So, well, thanks, Deb. Thanks for being here.
You are a gem.
So, and Cheryl likes Dolores Cannon's work. I don't think I've ever done. I mean, I have written Dolores Cannon down because, there's a lot of her information available on the YouTubes. So,
he needs to be on camera.
Yes. And Rush says, courage and love is all over the chat. Yes, it is. And Liz is here.
Liz.
And Kiba is here. Hello, Kiba. Great to see
Thank
you.
you, Jenny.
Yes. And we
Hey,
love
Kiba.
Monkey. Yep.
Yeah, that's Monkey Ada. He is a monkey. And he thinks he's the star, so he's ready for his close-up.
Yes, of course. Yes. And well, and I think and I would imagine Monkey is probably pretty perceptive when you're starting to drop in your energy level because of the treatments.
He is. He and my cat, they both are. They and that's the only time in my presence that they play nice. They're usually rolling around, scuffling, and they don't actually fight, but they brothers, you know.
They have their space, and when one goes over that space,
Yes.
so
they do, but they will both come and be in my lap or next to me
oh yeah,
when my energy gets
Mhm.
emotional support. Absolutely emotional support.
Definitely. So emotional support, yep, that's good. So and Jenny Berlin says my cat too.
Cats are great healers.
Yeah. So do you Viviani is here. Hello. Good to see you. Are you getting the rhythm to how you are responding to treatment?
I kind of am. I'm in. I almost spilled my coffee. It's okay.
That is coffee abuse.
Yes, it is
So
coffee abuse. I am getting a rhythm to how it goes. In fact, I didn't realize I was until I had to change my day. What
wait a
was it?
minute, you changed your
A few
day.
weeks ago, there was my treatment day fell on Juneteenth, and
Okay.
so the hospital was not the hospital wasn't closed, but all of everything that wasn't emergency and needed for people in hospital
Okay.
was closed. So I had to go the next day on Thursday, and it kind of did throw off my rhythm.
Are you still on Thursdays or are you back to
I'm not back
Wednesdays?
on Wednesdays.
Okay.
Um,
You notice everybody's looking at me going, wait a minute. There's a change. Wait, what?
no, there's not a change. It was only for that week because
Okay.
of the
Yeah.
holiday. And so now I'm back on my regular time. I do have a rhythm, and it is it's um, uh, it's kind of comfortable now. Uh,
Yeah.
Not that chemotherapy is comfortable, but
hmm
I know what to expect.
Yes.
I make special precautions to make sure that my energy level is higher on Wednesdays than it is the other days of the week, so that I'm able to get through the day. I
Yeah.
plan and make sure that I have something to take to nibble on all day
hmm
because I'm there all day.
What a great idea. You mean having snacks to keep your energy up, Deb?
It does help. It
How
does.
phenomenal.
And sometimes they'll catch me. I'll be in the exam room, and they've left me for a few minutes, so I have got caught with a chicken leg last week. So,
I love that. And what was their response?
uh, go ahead, do that,
Yeah.
because it was oncology, so they know that I need to keep my energy up, and also, I'm my I can't eat very much at one time, so
Yes.
I get full really fast. So I might, the one chicken leg, that might be all I need for
Mhm.
now, and then in an hour I'll need something else.
Yeah. And Jenny was talking about graham
Mhm.
crackers.
Graham crackers,
And well, see, and here's something that's important is I like how you are it's important for you to pay attention and to notice this.
mhm.
And for the times when you are feeling strong enough, I think it's probably a good idea for you to know the rhythm and to document that rhythm.
That's a good idea. I am not really good at documenting anything, but I'm started to try. I've never been good at writing things down because I've never had to. My memory has always been really good. So dealing with not being able to remember and trying to remind myself to write things down has been a learning curve for me.
Yeah. Well, and just so long as you keep showing up. I'm writing down that 24 or 25-hour farms. Yep, nibble.
They do have food in oncology, so they usually try to load me up with lots of carbs, though. So chocolate chip cookies and juice.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Flora talked about berries. Yep.
Yes.
Berries.
I have been eating berries.
Yes. Who's Barry? Like, Barry Manilow? You've been eating Barry Manilow?
He might not appreciate that.
There you go. You got to write a reminder to write stuff down.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
And butterflies are free is here. And aloe vera juice is supposed to be getting rid of toxins. And Calla Lizzie talked about cake.
There's always room for cake.
Yeah.
It hates me, but that's okay.
Yeah. And Mayo Clinic tells their patients to follow keto diet. They said it helps the chemo work better. Well, yeah. And if you can't eat much, calorie dense is important.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why they have the carbs in. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And yeah, my very dear friend went through chemo and couldn't eat. There's a chemo diet by adding tofu to a shake and some sort of some sort literally saved her life. We joke, tofu saved your life.
That makes sense because tofu is nutrient and calorie dense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
And you have been getting some protein bars.
I do. I have protein bars. I have protein shakes.
Yep.
Or drinks, coffee flavored, of course. And
you like coffee? Is this something we need to talk about?
Actually, I do like coffee.
Well, we should probably sip. So
yes, we should. But I try to stay more to the protein side. I do eat some carbs because I can tolerate them a little bit more now than I used to be able to.
Yes.
Because we're taking care of my thyroid.
That's a good thing. Yeah.
See, and this is another thing. Since they are doing all these tests, they're finding all of these other things. So I have diabetes and high blood pressure. I have growth on my thyroid. I've got growth on one of my adrenal glands. So have been finding everything else that's wrong with me that I've been ignoring for decades.
Yeah, how's that ignoring it been working for you, Deb?
It in the end, it didn't work at all.
Yes. So, and look, we have the beautiful Heather Soul Alchemy with Indigo Jaguar, who is going to be on my show on my channel next Wednesday. I'm looking forward to that. So, and Tracy Rivers is a purple and coffee loving woman too, Deb. So
my sister.
Yeah. Absolutely. So more tests this month.
Yes.
Doctor thinks you're doing well and making progress. You got your eyes checked, so the next time we see you, you may have different spectacles.
That's entirely possible.
And you've been tired, and you've been honoring that tiredness and taking a nap.
Yes. And resting whenever I can. Yes.
Yes, that's very important. That's very important. So, Jenny's like going, Deb, you are such an earth angel.
Thank you.
Aww. Yes. So we have been on for about 50 minutes. Yeah, we retire and poof, we get to our healing and wellness.
Yes.
It is wonderful now, Heather. You're right. And yeah, it's your job now.
It's your job now. It becomes a full-time job.
Yes. Yeah. And Delphi Ross was talking about how her husband was helped with the VA for 3 years, and they pay for a nurse to check on him once a week.
That's lovely. I have never been in the military, so I don't qualify for that. I am, my dad was, but I don't qualify because, I have never personally been in the military.
So, anything you want to share with people before we finish up? And
no, well, yes, I am making videos again. So I've got a couple of new videos up on my channel. All my old videos are still quite valid. Those lessons don't change. I've changed my format slightly, so I'm not telling stories at the moment. I'm doing readings on specific subject. So, like 15 or 20 minutes, just a short video.
Beautiful.
And I am, hopefully when I get through this testing phase this time, I'm going to see about trying to do a couple of live shows.
Nice. Very nice. And people who are subscribed and they ring the bell will be notified.
They should be, although
it should be,
Jane pointed out that doesn't always happen. So be sure to check.
Yeah. I was just going to say, be sure to verify. I have updated all of the links in the description to actually be working and to not be cut off. Sometimes YouTube will help and to shorten things.
Yes, they do.
So, yeah, ring the bell.
Yeah, sometimes that works. Sometimes I have unsubscribed and then resubscribed, and that works sometimes too. So, yes, listen to your body.
This is a good message for all of us. Listen to your body, rest, and peaceful music. Yes. Whilst you're brewing your coffee and you're putting out your medications. So,
yes.
So, all right. Everyone, thank you so very much for being here.
Yes.
And we don't have a plan for, when we're going to be doing anything next. Because, it all depends. It all goes up in the air.
My schedule changes almost daily. So.
Yes. And you're going to start actually writing some things down and taking notes.
I am. I have something to write on. It might actually be on my desk somewhere.
There you go. And Flora suggests, a live fundraiser.
Flora, my hospital is covering my costs. I have very minimal medical bills at the moment. And I cringe every time I open a letter that says how much they're paying. But right now they're paying for all of my costs.
Yeah. Yeah. So everyone, you've been wonderful being here. Please remember that what you can do to help is you can absolutely continue to add to the energy grid, because those things are very, very important.
Yes.
And so do that.
And I wanted to tell Cheryl that I do follow a mostly keto diet and have for the better part of a decade.
So. Yeah. So, and lovely to see you, Deb and Gerald, and all the best chatters.
Is that
So,
Lainey Miguel? Welcome.
here we are. Lainey Miguel, hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. And Flowing is sending Archangel Raphael's healing energy.
Thank you. Thank you. Gratitude. Gratitude is a very helpful state of mind.
Absolutely. So, all right. So, not much cake on keto.
No, very little cake on keto. But once in a while, I have been known to have cake.
Well, sure. That's okay. All things in moderation, including moderation.
Yes.
So, all right. We will see everyone later. And thank you so very much. And
Thank
we
you.
appreciate you. Bye.